All right, what's up, you fam? How you guys been doing? This time, another episode of this Immigrant Moments here on Anchor or Spotify or wherever you listen this podcast. My name is Yusuf Under, and thank you so much for tuning in again. I find out that I really love doing these episodes because sometimes when I work crazy, I just love to put my thoughts into this microphone and just record it without too much scripting. And it feels good. That's why I love doing it. That's why I'm doing it now for this whole week now. It feels really good. I decided this time to change it a little bit and have actually the camera facing me also. So my audience on YouTube has as well the chance to see my ugly face. And when I talk about the podcast, and I thought it would be nice. So whoever would like to go to my YouTube channel and see me also when I'm talk about this, about the episode, please do so. Please go to my YouTube channel and check it out. But as you can see on the title, today I would like to talk about something that is very important. I just thought about this to make this podcast right now. It is 9 p.m. I woke up at like 5:30. I went to the gym from 6 to 7:30, 7:15, and I had like a coffee with Raha, had like a little avocado toast, and I started the day basically, and I was working till now. It is 9 p.m. I just turned off my Dell computer, and I was happy with the process that I'm doing right now with another project here in New York. It is a $1.7 billion project that I feel very blessed. And I had that thought for a second, and I felt so happy to be in this position right now. And it is often very, it is not, how can I say it, like there's sometimes moments in life where you have to choose between A and B, and like with A and B, I mean, like you can be very aggressive in a moment and ruin and burn all the bridges, or you can try to be positive and do your best, and karma will handle the rest, how I say it all the time. And this time I want to tell you about a story that really happened to me in Germany when I was doing my bachelor degree in architecture. And it is something to really listen carefully, because it's like insane when you will hear right now the story, what happened. As I mentioned before, like you always have two options in life. And I always say in my vlogs and as well in these episodes now that be positive, stay positive, and karma will always handle the rest. And this basically will make you understand what I'm always trying to tell you people. And it is insane story. So let me tell you, like the first day when my bachelor degree started in architecture, the first semester, the professor, let's call that professor, let's call his name. His name is Lachmann. Professor Lachmann walked into the classroom, and he looked around, and he saw me as the only Turkish guy with my business partner, actually Mikhail also. We were sitting in the first row. We were sitting because we wanted to show that we are different, that we are foreigners, that we are Turks that are willing to study hard to become one day architects. So we were sitting in the first row. It was the first day, the first class with this Professor Lachmann, and he was teaching basically like engineering. That class was all about engineering, about how the structure of a building should support each other and stuff like that. So we were sitting in, he came in, he looked around, and because we were the only foreigners in that class, he picked me. I don't know why. And he said, "You come with me." All right, so I just stand up, and he didn't say anything else. So I just walked with him from the campus, from one building to another building. We passed that building and we went to the parking area where like all the professors basically park. And we were walking towards his Porsche 911. He opened his front, like what do you call it? That front of the car. And he pointed at the books and the brochures that are there. And he said, "Take them and come back." And I'm like, in that moment, I was really pissed because, like, why are you doing this to me? Like, you could just say in a nice word, "Hey, what's your name?" "Yusuf." "Okay, my name is Professor Lacherman. Let's walk to my car and you can maybe help me." Like, he didn't say anything. I just walked behind him and he just opened his front trunk, and said, "Hey, take those brochures or those books." And it was many books. We were like over 25 people that day in that class, and I had to take all the books, and he closed this door and he was walking just back, and I was trying to keep up with his pace to go back to the class. In those moments you can just be mad, right? You can think about it like a normal Turkish guy in Germany would say, like, "What the fuck? Like, who the fuck are you?" and stuff like that, right? That would be really mad. I mean, I was mad too, but I was like, just calm, let's try to get through this day without any big problems. And you're facing this all the time in Germany as a Turkish immigrant. It sounds fucked up, but that's the truth. You're always running into those problems in Germany, no matter what. After like living over 10 years now in America, and whenever I go back to Germany, I still face the same problems that I was always facing. I don't know why. If I'm like a magnet to pick up these people, but it is really like annoying, Anyways, we walked back to the class. I had to hand all those brochures back to the students, and after that, we never had a good atmosphere together, right? The professor didn't like me, seemed like it, and I was, of course, not happy with his attitude. So, anyways, I did my best. I passed this class. I went to the third semester, to the fourth semester. And then in the fifth semester, we had to choose, you had to choose a topic that you have to take with one of the professors to get your credits to pass this semester also. So there were like 4 or 5 professors that were doing different topics about architecture, and I saw that Professor Lacherman had the class, and I just signed up for that class because I wanted to show that guy that I'm different, that I'm not that asshole that he might think that I am, that I'm a different foreigner that is trying his best to be to integrate himself to this country, as well show that I am not these typical people that you think that I am. Like, I want to show him that I'm a positive person, that I can do that I can study hard, that I can finish and become an architect one day. So I took that class, and many of my friends were like laughing. They were like saying, "Why are you doing this? You won't pass and you will fail, and then you have to do the semester again." But I was so convinced. I wanted to win his heart. I wanted to make that shit come true. I wanted to make him believe that I am a different person. So I signed to that class, and it was a summer break. So after the summer break, the semester started, and one week before the summer class, the semester started, after the summer break, I wrote him an email because we didn't know which day this class will start, if this is going to happen in the first week on a Thursday or the week after, and no one knew about it. So I contacted them per email and wrote him, Herr Professor Lachermann, I know that your class will be on Thursday, but could you please tell me if this will be the coming week, or if the class will be in 2 weeks, because some of the classes started in 2 weeks. And I just wanted to make sure, because I told them in the email that I was working as a bar manager in a very well-known bar in Koblenz in Germany, and that I can't take off like 2 days ahead. Like I have to know these things in advance, like a week ahead, so I can find or contact another bar manager that will take care of all the employees that are basically they're under me. So I sent him the email, and he never got back to me. He never wrote me anything back. So anyways, the semester started Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday passed by, Thursday started, so we were in the school in the morning, and around like 2:30, something like that, 2 or 2:30, I had to leave because the classes were done. And I told all my friends, all right guys, see you tomorrow, right? Are you guys coming tonight to the bar? Because I'm working tonight, and I always had to go at 4 p.m. because the bar will open at 6 p.m. and you had to always do some pre-work, basically make the cocktails ready, cut all the limes, and you know what I'm talking about, all these like before the bar opens, all the pre-work. So I went. Before I went there, my one of my colleagues was telling me, hey Yusuf, are you not coming tonight to Professor Lachermann's class? And I'm like, why is it today? And he said, yeah, it's today. And I'm like, how do you know? And he's like, oh yeah, he sent all of us an email. And I'm like, but I didn't receive an email. He said, I mean, I don't know. Like, I know tonight at 7 p.m. the class will start till 9 p.m. And I'm like, shoot, like, this is not a cool start. He will hate me already from day one again. And what can I do, So I just walked up to like, you have to understand, like, this is like 14 years ago, when internet wasn't that like advanced how it is now. So I went, and I didn't have like a cell phone where I have internet connection and stuff like that. So I went to the university and went to the 3rd floor, and we had like an internet room, and I logged me into my email account, and I wrote him an email. I said, Mr. Professor Lachermann, I wrote you like last week, but unfortunately I didn't get any answer from you, and unfortunately I just heard that you sent everyone an email a couple days ago, and I didn't receive anything, and I even checked my junk mail. Maybe you missed me, but I have to let you know, and I'm very sorry, but that I can't take off today because I'm working as a bar manager and I can't take off, but I will make sure that I will be in the class for next week, and that I'm very sorry about that. Like, I still trying to keep it cool, but in me, I'm exploding. Like, I'm super pissed, super mad, because like, you're doing all your best, like you're sending this guy an email and nothing gets back to you. So how would you feel, And I feel always like a third tire in Germany. Like, whatever you do, you always have to show yourself every fucking day that you're not that criminal foreigner. So anyways, I was super mad, but I had no other choice. I had to go to work because it is what it is. I'm a bar manager. I have 12 bartenders under me, so I have to take this shit serious. And anyways, I went to work. At like 6 p.m. we opened the doors, and usually at 6 till like 6:30 is like quiet. And so what we usually did is like we cleaned the wine glasses. So I'm like behind the bar, right? I'm holding the wine glass, and I'm like cleaning it. And then in front of us is all glass windows, like all glass facade, and what actually looks towards the street. So from the street you can always see if the restaurant is open and how full it is, and people always walk in. So when I was cleaning the wine glass, I just looked outside, and you know who I see there? I see Professor Lacherman. And he's looking inside, like he's holding his hands like this on the glass, on the window, and he is like looking inside. And it was such an awkward moment. Like we looked into our eyes, both of us, and it feels so weird in that moment. So he just basically got catch from me. So he had no other choice to come into the bar. And he came in and he sat there and he says, "Hey Yusuf, how are you? Yeah, I was just walking by here. I didn't know that there's a bar like this existing." And I'm like, all right. I mean, in my mind, I'm like, why you just BSing? Like you are a professor the last 15 years in this, and this bar is the best bar in Koblenz. Like every fucking person knows it. Like don't act like if you don't know it. But anyways, I kept it cool. I said, "Oh, it's no problem, like here, let me get you a beer for you." And he's like, "Oh no, I'm good." And I'm like, "Oh, don't worry, I got you. It's from me, it's from the house, so you're good." And the funny part is that I told my boss like at 4 p.m. when I came, and he told me like, "Hey Yusuf, you're acting strange. Are you mad? Are you okay?" And I told him the story about what happened, even like in the first semester, and he understood that. He said, "What? Fuck it, and don't let this bother you. Some people will be always negative like this. You're a great person, and just don't give up. Push your limits." And because I told him that, when he passed me by, I did like with my eyes like, this is the professor, And so he stopped next to me. And my boss was telling me, "Hey Yusuf, oh, thank you so much again for organizing all the employees. Like you're amazing." And then he said, "Oh, is that your friend in front of you, in front of the bar?" And I told him, "No, this is my professor, Mr. Lacherman, and he's one of my professors." And my boss was like, "Oh, that's great. I'm happy that you have this amazing Yusuf in your class. He's a great personality and I love him." And he was making a joke, like he said, like, "If he has bad grades, let me know." So he pushed me a little bit in this, like he helped me in that moment. My boss was amazing, and he said, he pushed me in that positive way. And I saw that Professor Lacherman changed more and more, and he became more open to me. And he said, "You know what? I found it amazing that you work on the side to make some money for yourself, because you don't want to just look at the pockets from your parents." And he thanked me. He said, "Thank you for the beer," and he said, "Don't worry, I will see you next week." So he left. And when I was telling you in the beginning, like, it's all about, you have two options in life sometimes. There's like moments in life where you have just two options. And I just kept cool this time, right? And I kept cool all the way to the bar scene. And later on in the sixth semester, when I was finishing school, he was actually the person that helped me to get to the Academy of Art University. Like, he helped me with signing up to make the application. He was the person that wrote a recommendation letter to the Academy of Art University in San Francisco, telling them that Yusuf Önder is capable of being a great architect. He's a great personality. He will be very successful one day. Please give him the chance to study in your university. Like, this guy opened actually the doors to my San Francisco, or to my American dream. Like, and this is how I got into this country. This is how the Academy of Art University in San Francisco accepted me. And I got in. I met my wife Raha at the university. We got married. We both went to Los Angeles, because after my master's degree in architecture in San Francisco, the last day of school was on a Friday, and we went to a weekend, and on Monday Richard Meyer called me, and he said he heard about me, and I got the job. Like, you see what I'm trying to tell you here? Like, there's two options in life, right? So just be always think twice before you acting stupid. I understand sometimes life makes you aggressive and makes you mad about this kind of situations, but if I wouldn't have done it there, if I wouldn't kept cool, I wouldn't be here right now. I won't do these vlogs. I won't never learn the English language. I would never have a beautiful wife. I will never have an incredible job. I won't design right now a $1.7 billion project in New York. Like, there's so many, you see, like, there's so much more beauty afterwards came with it. And it is amazing. And that's why I always say in my vlogs, be positive, stay positive, and karma will always handle the rest. And I totally believe in that. Of course, there is days where I get super mad and I start screaming at clients, like in Germany. Even though my clients, I just yell at them and say, fuck off, dude, because I feel like people trying to take advantage of you. I get it. You know, sometimes you do this kind of stuff. But with the professor, I just kept cool. Even though 99% of the people that I know in Germany won't be cool in those moments. But I kept cool. And you know, that saved my ass on the end. This is how I got to America. This is how I got my dream job. This is how I got my beautiful wife. You know, like, this is how I have my own office now. I'm a US citizen. Like, it's amazing when you think about it. So yeah, I just wanted to say, like, think twice before you act, you know, and whatever you do in your life, I wish you all the best. I hope you will achieve more milestones in your life than I did or I will ever do. Just push on your dream, you know, just trying to be positive and make the best out of it, because we have just one life, you know, one life, one goal, and go make that dream come true, you know. The goal is to die with memories, not dreams. Definitely, 100% I believe that. And yeah, I just finished my process work today, and it was 9 p.m. and I just wanted to say it to you. Like, you feel I don't have that much energy because I'm like really tired of all the process in my mind. I had a long day, and I love doing my work, and I'm still trying to keep up with the positivity. And I thought I just had that moment where, like, oh no, you know what? Let me just pick up the microphone and tell you the story. Always think twice. And this time I thought about having that camera facing my face also, so you guys can, if you would like to see it on YouTube also, what kind of ugly face I have right now. But I just wanted to do it. It's just content that I love to post, you know. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for the people on YouTube for watching this. Even if I see to listen to these podcasts, even if I see that only 10 people saw this on YouTube, I am happy. Trust me, I am happy with the outcome. I'm happy when I get one direct message on Instagram telling me, hey, you know, your podcast was amazing, or your videos are great, I love them, thank you so much. And I'm getting more and more every day, at least 2, sometimes 3, you know. It is a great feeling. It is a great feeling. I always say it on my episodes. So I love doing what I love doing what I do, and I'm just hustling my way into better days. And I'm very, very, very blessed with the situation that I have right now. So yeah, that's it from me. I wish you guys a beautiful day or evening wherever you guys are in the world, and I will see you, or you guys will hear me in the next one. Love you guys. Peace.